Hello everyone, welcome to week 3, and I'm going to do like I did the other 2 weeks. Just going to hopefully go quickly through this. This would be the lecture portion of what you're doing this week. Now, starting this week in our class, it gets more detailed. Skeletal system, muscular system, those are very detailed anatomy and physiology. So you have 2 lessons and you have 1 exam. The big thing this week is going to be the lab exam. So here's the skeletal system. Same as always. Here is the, there's 2 PowerPoints. There's an outline. Once again, the outlines are for you to study, go over them. These are videos. Now, these are outline videos here. And then if you want, these are some visible body. Watch them all if you don't have anything else to do. But these are just animations. These are very short videos, and they're from Visible Body. It's not me talking, but these outline videos here, that's me talking. And there's 2 of them. Look, it's just a description of what's going on with every section. All right, that's the skeletal system. Now, the muscular system, which is very detailed. Same thing. Here is the, there's some diagrams. Muscular system has a little more detail to it. These are really good diagrams. This is a description by, the person sounds really young. What's going on down here? Anyway, that's interesting. But like his dance moves. That's a good video. Good summation of the whole sliding filament theory. So there's some diagrams. Here's a PowerPoint. Here's an outline. And as before, here are there's that same video. Sorry, it's on there twice. I'll probably take the other one off. But here are the outline videos. So this one goes all the way through the neuromuscular junction. And this goes through all the steps, which is very detailed, of how a muscle contracts. And then the terminology at the end. So that's what's going on in lecture this week. So for lab, this is the big lab exam. And like it says here, there are 3 lessons. They're good practice for you. There is a practice quiz. I would do those. It gets used to the format. And then you have your second lab exam. Now what this is right here, these are surface markings. These are really not on your exam, but it does help if you'll just read through real quick, like what does trochanter mean, which is basically a large bump. It says they're a very large, blunt, irregular shaped process, a big bump on a bone. Tuberosities are smaller. I know it still says large there, but trochanters are on like the femur, and tuberosities are on like the humerus and other places. Anyway, there's a process, there's a facet, a condyle, a fissure, meatus. Anyway, they're very simple. Just look through them before you start studying. So the axial skeleton, which is the cranium, skull, vertebral column, sternum, ribs, all that kind of thing. Here are the outlines here. So what these are all diagrams. We are doing this a little differently. But if you're a person and if you can label those on your computer. Here is the lab list. So this is what you're going to need to study for your lab exam. And what you're going to have to do, oh my goodness, I should have had that open. I say that a lot. So here it is. It's about 6 pages. It goes all the way to there. So these are the terms. This is what you need to be familiar with when you get ready to take your lab exam. This whole list here. This PowerPoint is it's from a textbook. And I should have had this one open too. But I will say, if you'll go through, and I believe I'll show where these are. I posted should have. I have the actual video. You know, you're going to be doing pictures. And, oh my goodness. My computer's having some issues. Yeah, this is just a PowerPoint for, it's kind of like one that's in the lecture. And towards the end here, it has all of the little processes. But what you do is you go by this list. This is what you're responsible for. This particular list is what you're going to be tested on. Now, the only thing I don't see, and it may be under this other folder. So, Axial Skeleton Study Videos. That's right. Skull bones, it says pictures for video. Here's the video. Vertebrae, pictures for video. And I know there's a picture there, but here's the links you're going to click on. So this is very important. You will need to, these are the pictures that are going to be on the exam. Like, there's a skull. So you can see frontal bone, zygomatic bone, maxilla bone, mandible, supraorbital foramen, infraorbital foramen. You can see the perpendicular plate, the concha bones, the nasal bone. So there are videos that go through all of these. So here's a side view. These are the parietal bones, temporal bone, zygomatic arch, mandible, mandibular condyle, coronoid process, all these things. But you need to, not only do you need to look at those, but these videos go through every picture. So these are going to be the actual pictures that are going to be on your lab exam. So these are all the ones with the skull, just the different views here. That's just another, the other side of the skull. I mean, same bones. There's the back, and that's a jaw. That's not the greatest picture. That's a front jaw. There's the jaw from the back. You can barely see the mandibular frame in there, but there's an up view, and that's a baby skull. So you got some time. I mean, you have a couple of weeks. You have early access to this. Here, same thing. See the vertebrae. I'm going to click on this, and there's a hyoid. There's an axis and an atlas. This is C1, that's C2. There's some cervical, thoracic, lumbar vertebrae. That's a thoracic. But these pictures are the ones that are going to be on your lab exam. And what you have to identify, like we were just looking at vertebrae. So here's your vertebrae list. Know all these things on there. Know what the atlas looks like. Know what the axis looks like. You know, all those things. Here's one for thoracic bones, which would be ribs, that kind of thing. All right. So that's the axial skeleton. And then, let's see here. There's the appendicular, which is the limbs. Shoulder girdle, hip girdle. They call them girdle. They're all tied together. But here's some diagrams if you look at, if you want to. Like there's a scapula. Really good views. See? Once again, you know, if you have a way to label those, good to study with. And then here's the upper appendicular. Maybe. There it goes. That means upper arms, scapula, clavicle, humerus, radius, ulna. All those. So there's a scapula. See, there's the acromion, the spine, the infraspinous fossa, the supraspinous fossa. There's an inside view, but there are videos that take you through all of this. So just, it's going to take some time, but don't wait till the last minute. Try to get some time in every day. Try to watch these. You know, try to get away. You could take notes, but that's what the next exam is going to be. That. So here's it says pictures for video, and that's the, like I was saying, that those pictures will be the ones that are on the lab exam. So I should be able to go back one more. Assignments for this unit. So there's all of the lab lessons. There's axial, upper appendicular, lower appendicular. And then click here for the skeletal system practice quiz. If I remember this, yeah, little paragraph, sorry. This one has 9 questions. It does not count as a grade, but it will get used to the format. And I'm going to go ahead and start this. You know what? You can click on this little chevron thing and it'll take away the test info. But see that? It says, name this part of the bone, make your answers lowercase. In that case, that's pointing to what's called the manubrium. That's a part of the bone. I don't really want to take the time to write that in. Name the suture, make your answers lowercase. See that little squiggly line? That's called the lambdoidal suture. You would type your answer in, but that's what you're going to have to do. In fact, I'm going to quit. It's going to give me a warning. Oh my gosh, let me out. Yes, I'm going to leave the page. So that's the practice skeletal quiz, and then when you get ready, oh my goodness, my computer. Yes, I know I quit early. Here we go. Anyway, so there's the practice, and then when you get ready, there's the lab exam. 50 questions, they're all fill in the blank. Like I was saying earlier, I will have to grade these. So this one actually, it may just be it may give you an original score, but don't panic if it's lower than you thought you did. I'll have to go back in and look at everything. All right, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing this week. Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. And there's the link at the bottom. Okay, well, email me if you have any questions.